Greetings and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Dr. Maka and welcome back to our research series. So today we are diving into one of the most critical aspects of any study, of any research: data collection and analysis. So in this particular video, we actually gonna explore how to gather data effectively and turn that raw information into meaningful insights. So data collection is the systematic process of gathering information from various sources. It forms the foundation of your research and comes in two main forms: primary data and secondary data. Primary data is collected directly from the original source through surveys, through experiments, through interviews or observations. Then the secondary data, on the other hand, is information that has already been gathered by others, such as reports, academic articles, or even government statistics. Once you have collected your data, the next step is the analysis. Now, this is where you turn your raw data or raw information into clear, actionable insights. So, there are two primary approaches to data analysis. We have a quantitative analysis as well as qualitative analysis. So quantitative analysis, in this method, we're basically talking about numbers. So this method looks or focuses on numerical data. It involves statistical tools and softwares such as SPSS, R software, or even Excel. And in this one, you will actually perform calculations. You may also want to, or you may use it to actually identify trends or even test a particular hypothesis. Right. Now, quantitative analysis is basically ideal for studies that require measurable as well as generalizable results. So if you want results or your study actually focuses on measurable results, then this one is for you. And what about qualitative analysis? So qualitative analysis deals with non-numerical data. It's about uncovering patterns. It's about uncovering themes and insights, let's say from interviews, focus groups, as well as open-ended survey responses. I've dealt more in depth about this on my previous video, so please do check them out. And if you're still here with me, still listening, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. Now, with the qualitative analysis, we have techniques like thematic analysis or content analysis, which will actually help you to interpret the deeper meaning behind the data. So you're not only checking, let's say, the numbers or what the data says, you go deeper on this one. Now, I want us to break down this process into clear steps. Now, what do you do when you're going to analyze your data? Or what do you do when you're going to collect your data and then you analyze your data? So the first thing, this is what I always say, always define your objectives. So with every research process, every research step, ensure that you keep your research questions or research objectives on the top of your head so that you are clear with what is it that you want to achieve. So you need to start by outlining what is it that I want to achieve. From the very beginning when you're writing your proposal, what is it? So your research questions will actually dictate the type of data that you need. And they will also dictate the methods, the best methods for collecting that data. Second thing, plan your data collection. Guys, said this on the previous videos. You have to design your approach. Your research design is the blueprint of your study. Whether you're going to use surveys, whether you're going to conduct interviews, it's going to be observations or mix of these methods, make sure you plan it properly and make sure you consider ethical guidelines, guys, to ensure data quality. Third thing, collect your data now. Like collecting the data, now this is where you're going to gather your information. Right? And you have to do this consistently and systematically. Whether you are conducting interviews or running an online survey, accuracy is key. Number 4, plan and prepare your data. Clean and prepare your data. So cleaning data, guys, is very important. Check your data. Once you have received that spreadsheet, let's say it was an online survey, check that spreadsheet. You have exported now your data. It's on an Excel sheet. Review that data. Check if there are no errors on that data. Check if there are no missing values on that data. Check if there are any inconsistencies. And also, the first thing that we normally do when we clean data, or I do when I clean data, the first thing that you have to clean is people saying, okay, I do not consent to respond or to participate in this survey, and then they continue answering the questions. Then because they have said they do not give consent, then it means you do not count that in. So you take that out, basically. Then you start with those who have given consent, who have said, I agree to participate on this research study. Then you take it from there. So data cleaning is crucial, guys, to ensure that your results or your analysis is reliable. Then the next thing, analyze your data. Now, this is where you're going to apply appropriate analytical methods. Whether you are using statistical techniques for quantitative data, or even coding, or you are identifying themes for qualitative data. Now, this is where your research questions again and the approach that you have chosen comes in. Then the final one, you actually interpret and report, right? You draw the conclusions from your analysis. You present your findings using clear visuals, whether it's charts, whether it's graphs, or whatever visuals you're gonna think of, but you make sure that you relate them back to your research objectives. Now, let's actually look at real-world applications. Let's say you are conducting a customer satisfaction survey or customer satisfaction study. So on this particular one, you may actually want to use online surveys to gather numerical ratings for quantitative analysis, while on the other hand, you may also want to include follow-up interviews to explore customer experiences in depth. Then also, maybe let's say you are conducting a social media research, right? let's say with this particular one, you are analyzing social media posts for a particular trend using text analysis software, right? And then what you will also want to do with this one is maybe you do a follow-up focus group discussion to understand the context behind these trends. Right. So sometimes it's quite good to actually have a bit of both, right? From the quantitative side and then from the qualitative side. Now, before you wrap up your research, I want you to keep these tips in mind. Guys, please. Always ensure that ethical standards are in place. Obtain consent and ensure that you protect privacy. I think I actually need another video on ethical considerations. The second thing that I want you to do is to validate your data sources to maintain accuracy. Number 3, use appropriate tools and software to enhance the clarity of your analysis. Then the last tip that I'm giving you for this one: visualize your results to make your findings more accessible and engaging. Some people are more visual, guys, so make sure you have visuals. Make sure you have visuals here and there. Now, these tips or practices will not only improve the reliability of your study, but will also help you to communicate your findings effectively. All right, guys, now that's it for today. Very short clip that I have just done on data collection and analysis, and I hope now you have a clearer understanding of how to turn your raw data into powerful insights for your research. And I do hope that on one of the sessions we're gonna have a live video or live screen sharing where we actually clean the data and we get to analyze the data. It doesn't have to be much. It can be 10 respondents or whatever. Guys, if you have found this video helpful, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please share this with other people. Share your thoughts as well or questions in the comment section below. I'd really love to hear about your experiences as well. So please do share that with me. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for joining me. Love and light. Up until next time, I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye.